Alright, so today we are talking about the best way to find your miss room on all of the landmark patterns, which are all of the patterns that the new players will be starting on. So, my first bit of advice would be to take the length stat. I like lower length, which is why this lock, you see it's got 5 length, and you throw it down the lane and you have pretty much the whole left side, right side for the right-handers, but for the left-handers, it's the best way to find miss room is just you gotta find a ball that you're comfortable with, and the best way to figure that out is just to keep trying different bowling balls and see which one you like the best. So, like, if I were to grab, like, the Hustle Inc., it has 8.5 length, so I would be standing way over here, throwing it up the ditch. And you see that just did not move. As you notice on harder patterns, let's go to like Sphinx or we'll go Sphinx. I throw this on Sphinx. It has 4 length, and to me, this just finds the best miss room. On Sphinx, of course, it's hard to find miss room. As you can see, I got close to the pocket, even though you didn't strike, but you got close to the pocket, and that's the whole thing you're trying to do with getting the ball with the miss room. You want to hit the pocket as much as you can and then make your spares. That's the best way to find miss room, is to just keep trying different balls, finding which one you're comfortable with, find which one gives you the most amount of error. You want to find that sweet spot on the pattern where you can just hit that spot. You miss out, it'll still come back. You miss in, it'll hold and hit that pocket. So the best way to do that is to just keep trying different balls. Just figure out different ones that you like. We'll go on to like a semi-difficult. We'll go to like Eiffel Tower. Like for this one, as you notice right here, different patterns. So Big Ben is 44, 48, 40, 47, 41, 40, 38, 48, 40, and 40. So Eiffel Tower is a 48-foot pattern, so you would want a ball with lower length so that it actually picks up and actually hits the pocket. So as you notice here, and the longer the pattern, the more inside you want your break point. So I want my break point right around the corner of this dark oil. So that's a pretty good ball. And as you notice, that ball right there hit right where I wanted it to, and there you go. But as you notice, if I throw it a little too far out, it gets lazy and does not move. That's why you want a ball that gives you miss room, obviously. Like that was too far out, but it still hit the head pin. The whole goal with the longer patterns, you want to be able to hit the head pin as much as you can. So we'll head over to Taj Mahal now. Taj Mahal, I throw the Fever Pitch. It is a lower hooking ball because it's a 38-foot pattern right here. It's 38 feet, so you want something with a lower length. And you just find the pocket right there. And the best line you'd want to throw is something with lower than probably 5 or 6 hook. Not power. You want max power. Even though this is 8, you want max. Another thing you could use on Taj Mahal, if you want to throw something with more hook, you can throw something with more length too. So length is obviously just how much longer it goes down the lane before it hooks. And as you notice, this phase 3 here has 7 hook and 7 length. So I'll stand probably 26, throw that bad boy out there, and it finds the pocket. There we go. And this ball is not bad on this pattern, but I personally think the Fever Pitch is way better. As you notice, see how far I got that one out? And it still found its way back to the pocket. That's all you're looking for with these landmark patterns. You want to find the best way to hit that 1-2 pocket, or 1-3 for the righties. We can head over to red square. This pattern is brutal. For me, I use the 1 board because it's dry and you can hit that and it will recover every single time. But you got to be careful to not hit the gutter, because if you throw it too far out, it's going right in the gutter. I will show you. You just keep hitting that spot and you'll hit the pocket. Carry is very questionable on this pattern, but you got to do what you got to do. And the best way to find the miss room on this pattern is to keep trying and most likely use this 1 board here. But if you miss in to like the 5 or 6 board, that was too far in, obviously. The only reason I use this line is to make sure that I can have some sort of miss room on this flat 1-to-1 ratio pattern. So right there, that's too far out. This pattern is just brutal. That's all it comes down to. But the best way to bowl on this pattern is just to make your spares. It's the only way. That's how everybody's going to be winning this game. If you're ever on red square, best chance you have is just keep making your spares, execute your shots, and that's how you're going to win. So we'll go over to Great Wall now. Great Wall would probably, I use the Idol, which is a heavier hook, like it's more hooking ball, less length, more hook, because it's, again, 48 feet, so you need a strong ball with a big engine. When I say engine, I mean the core inside of the ball is strong, and it picks up on the lane and really gives you the shape that you're looking for when you go into the pocket. So I will stand about 36. That's where I stand for Great Wall, and throw her out there and see her come back and knock 10 in the pit. There we go. So we've done Big Ben, Great Wall. We'll hop onto Stonehenge now. Stonehenge, I also throw the Fever Pitch because it is a 40-foot pattern, and the ratio on this pattern is 6.56, and it's very light oil, so it hooks a lot. So I use a ball with less hook because it just hooks off the pattern if it's anything else. And then you just let her fly and it comes back and strikes. We'll hop over to Statue of Liberty. This pattern is tough by the fact that it is very difficult to carry. I find I can hit the pocket every single shot on this pattern, and it happens to carry like 50% of the time. So I use the phase 2. My favorite balls are pretty much the phase 2, Idol, and then we got ourselves the IQ, which is, where is it? There it is. The IQ is 5 hook, 5 length, and 7 power. So that ball is also a good ball for this. So we'll give it a try. I think I missed that one out. Yep, I missed that one out a little bit. It's a tough pattern. It's definitely not one of my favorite patterns, but we'll give it a run whenever there's a tournament. And we have Tower of Pisa. Normally I throw the idol on this, stand about 33 or 34, and swing it to about 5 or 6, and then it just finds its way to the pocket. And you got miss in and out on this, so we'll try and miss out. There's missing out a little bit, and it finds its way back to the pocket. Grab the same ball, miss in a little bit, and it still finds its way to the pocket. So normally you would want to find a ball that just reacts nicely off the pattern and doesn't overreact or doesn't underreact. If you're leaving flat 10s or flat 7s, then it's most likely an underreaction, and you would want to either ball up or move to the left or right, depending on what hand you are throwing. If I were leaving flat 7s, I would move to about 33. If I was a righty and I was standing about 35, say, and I just flat 10, or I just wasn't seeing the shape that I wanted, I would move like to 34 or 33. We have Chichen Itza, which I don't have the ball in my arsenal right now that I usually throw on it. I throw the IQ on Chichen Itza, and the glitch is happening. There we go. So IQ set up 535 or 550 max, and stand 33 normally for me. 32 or 33. I'll try 32 right now. Throw it, and it finds its way to the pocket. Another attempt. See, missing out a little bit. Oh, that's missing in, and it still holds its pocket. So IQ is pretty good. There's missing out, and it still finds its way to the pocket, but it's of course flat. So if I wanted to throw out to that spot on the pattern, I would have to move, and you see how that one did a little more in the back end. I've done Taj Mahal, Eiffel Tower, Sphinx, and Red Square. So that is all of the patterns that I have to talk to you guys about. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been teaching you about the landmark patterns. Hopefully it helped some of you new players that are trying to get good at this game.